Here is Barkley, left side, big hole. Saquon Barkley! Uh-oh! Barkley! Goodbye! Dunk it in. Doncic, 47.
I'll give him a dunk. On a night you have 47 points, you get the benefit of the doubt.
Moss the back, Karras the snap. Moss the block. Burrow going deep. He's got him! Touchdown! Jamar Chase.
LeBron leaked out. They didn't see him. Here he is down court. They're dumping in. Will it count? LeBron James at the buzzer. 23-yard completion. Here goes Taylor. With Pierce in front. Touchdown, Colts.
Curry gets free. Curry puts up a three. Bang! Bang! He ties the game with 6.3 remaining.
Mahomes flushed out again all the way back. Turning the corner. Fires downfield. Caught! Touchdown!
Timeout, SGA. Probing, piercing, spinning, hanging for the lead, and SGA knocks it down with just under a second to go. Hit road. Oh, come on! Justin Jefferson, you gotta be kidding. Makes it look so routine. Greatest catch that never existed in NFL history.
Edwards puts up a three. It's good! Anthony Edwards once again. Edwards electricity here in game 4. Here's a first and goal. And he's signaling as he backpedals to the 30. Oh, what a catch! Touchdown, Baltimore!
Is it Brandon? Giannis says no! Back the other way, Trent. Giannis inside! At both ends!
Yo, what's going on, everybody? Matty Ice here with Profit Props. This is the sharp side. As always, we will recap yesterday first. 2-2 overall, losing juice. I cannot believe Anthony Davis didn't cash first. That one is just disgusting and disheartening. Duncan over 2.5 threes missed. Jordan Walsh under his rebounds cashed. He only played 5 minutes. Maxey over his points cashed. Free money all the time. Anthony Davis over his points missed. So that brings us to 146 and 127 on the year. We are up almost exactly 39.7 units on the season. Shout outs MRD2313 and Miss Herway for tapping in. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate the likes and the retweets already this morning. Bad Tundra, we are back. Appreciate you for tapping in on YouTube as well. Let's get props.cash up. Got a pretty nice slate. Nothing I have released officially, but I do have plenty of leans that I like here this morning. I did bet the Nets under. That being said, that line was moving. I didn't release it. I won't track it against my public record or anything. But a lot of the Nets players are sitting tonight, so definitely some stuff to navigate in that game. Let's go ahead and give this a refresh, and we will start with the Spurs versus Indy. I do like De'Aaron Fox over 24.5. That is where most books, I would say, are. FanDuel's 24.5 is like minus 125, alt 25 plus. We go without Wemby here because Wemby is out. Keep that in mind. This season, over in 9-12, we know the kind of pace that Indiana likes to play with. And then if we go to the mobile app, Shorty, I appreciate you tapping in. Appreciate the like and the retweet. If we go to, they are 23rd versus pick and roll ball handlers. Let me see here. It does look like they're fairly decent from above the break, but we can check that not just on the season, but last 10 as well. Fox. Last 10, they've held very strong there. Last 20 even. So yeah, very consistent there. Consistently bad versus pick and roll ball handlers. I do like this Fox over 24.5. We've got DK Fanatics. As I said, the audit FanDuel's not bad. The Score, Profit X, MGM, Caesars, Hard Rock, I believe, as well. First official play just might be De'Aaron Fox. He's also without Vassell. Usage should be crazy, right? Luke Kennard rebounds. We will get there. I'm going to run Fox here. What's the spread in this game? 6-point favorites. The Spurs are. Yeah, no Wemby. What's his field goal attempts per game without Wemby? Averaging about 17. 2 11s. I don't think we see that. I truly don't. I think a floor for field goal attempts is probably 15 tonight. And he's over in all but 2 games. Yeah, I'm running 24.5 right now. 115 at MGM or Hard Rock look to be the best numbers. I think 125 at ScoreBet, 121 at DraftKings, 120 at Fanatics. So there's 115, 120, 121. Exchanges are at 126, 118 at MGM. Give me a second. I'm gonna run. Hit and like and tell a friend. M Night, appreciate you tapping in. And yeah, if y'all can, drop a like on this video. Appreciate you tapping in today. NBA Friday mystery boost. 30% SGP on DK. Cool. I think I'm gonna run this at DK. MGM is at 118, but it's quicker for me to get down here. Sacramento should be the first game. San Antonio used to play for Sacramento. Yeah, I got a 25 plus minus 121. Lock that in. De'Aaron Fox over 24.5 points minus 121. Feel like that is a fair price to release against. There are better prices out there. 2 or 3 different books have a better price. That was just the easiest price for me to get down at, and I'm confident enough in it that I'm not afraid paying a few pennies, which I would say is rather rare for me. Give me 1 second. I'm going to release this on Tails as well. So just bear with me. I appreciate y'all for tapping in. I am going to try to do this as quick as possible because I am trying to be in and out within an hour today. And we have 10 games, I believe, but I won't have much in 2 of them. Okay, De'Aaron Fox over. My apologies, y'all. Bear with me as I get this play out. One day I'll have someone that can just do this for me while we keep streaming. Over in, my apologies. Over in 8 of 10 this season without Wemby plus. Choose. Bam, bam. All right, moving on from De'Aaron Fox. Luke Cornett rebounds. So, interestingly enough, this is a line that I've faded often this year. Harrison rebounds, not Luke. Okay. Just to speak on this, it's a line I've faded often this year, but I'm actually afraid to run the under tonight. Just because of the pace that Indiana plays with, and they really don't have like a good rebounding big. Let's see where they rank versus centers. 29th overall and 20th versus centers. Yeah, I wouldn't fade Cornett tonight, but I'm definitely not betting the over either. I heard some Jay Huff talk this morning. I don't really like anything for Jay Huff. Maybe to hit a 3, got in foul trouble last game, only played 10 minutes. His minutes have been trending down, so going to be nothing there that I really like. Stephon Castle, the number's just a little too high. I know Wemby's out, and I know it's a high pace. I would need to be or want to be at like 25.5 to bet that over, and probably 28.5 to want to bet the under. If this does bump a point, I probably will be tempted to bet the under. But right now, just nothing official for Castle. Pascal, I wanted to run the under this morning. I mean, we've made some money fading him in the past. I mean, it's not been perfect. He's definitely burnt us a few times, but without Porzingis, it's definitely like a different level of interior defense. I just feel like they don't have anyone to stop Pascal tonight. So as much as I wanted to run the Pascal under 24.5, I haven't yet. Don't think I do. Harrison Barnes rebounds was a request. Price is kind of shitty, but I do lean over. I don't think you see a sub 30-minute game tonight. So, yeah, I do lean over. Pascal assists. Didn't talk about the assists. What are they in assists allowed per game? They are 18th. Halliburton's been out. Looks a lot better without McConnell. Do we have any McConnell news? What's up, John? Appreciate you tapping in. Yeah, no, totally understand. Taking some time away during the holidays. I hope your holidays were good. Yeah, if Pascal assists look great if McConnell does not go in this one. Benny, I feel like he's still dealing with that toe injury. Champagny went off, but I don't want to back his threes tonight. Indy will actually run you off the line. 1 second, too. I forgot to do this. I told the boys I would drop a link. I might have a couple of the guys that go on the Calling Our Shots show. Come on, I got to drop the link in the group chat. 1 second here. I meant to do this before stream. My apologies. We are going to be moving on to the next game, though. So got through that one in about 12 minutes. All right, moving on. Appreciate y'all bearing with me this morning. Brooklyn versus Washington. I do have thoughts. So a lot of injury news and announcements in this game. Kispert out, Whitmore out, Keyshawn George is out, Highsmith is out, Michael Porter Jr. is out, Cam Thomas is out, Nick Claxton is out, Terrence Mann is a game-time decision. What I will say is I really do believe they could win this game. Like if you get an Alt McCollum 18+, they are favorites now. On the app, you can do in like games where they've won or lost by 5 or less. He's pretty green, especially on that 18 number. So actually lean over McCollum stuff, which is not, we just cashed his under PAs the other day. I bet his under a lot, but this I actually could see his over here in this game, especially points more so than threes. Didn't run it though. Claxton's out. No opinions on Sarr. Is this still Demon's number? There's no way that's still the number. Wow. Why? Am I crazy for thinking bro go for a 20 ball tonight? What do we think about Harrison Barnes under his threes in a slump? What do they look like without Wemby? I'll go look at that, but I mean, Demon's points in threes, bro. Like, what are we talking about? In a slump, let's go without Wemby. First of all, attempts 5-3 with Wemby 4-7 without Wemby. Do not love that his attempts are much higher without Wemby off rip. I will say Indiana will run people off the line. So that is in your favor. But he's definitely got better volume without Wemby than with Wemby. So keep that in mind as well. Not going to be something official on my card, but kind of could see it each way. Damn, a lot of likes and retweets. Let me get my shout outs to y'all. 49ers girl, Biz, GTTM Juice, Wonder Bread, Mom Who Bets, Ross, Sosa, James Co. I appreciate all y'all for tapping in, man. Appreciate y'all for tapping in. Bay is out. Good looking out. Good looking out. Trey Murphy downgraded. Derek Queen ruled out. Okay, so we got some stuff in this New Orleans game. Chris, appreciate you tapping in this morning, bro. Appreciate it liking the retweet. Okay, interesting for that. Oh, I do want to run this. Yo, what if we did some just like crazy shit? Like Trey Johnson and Igor Demon each to have 3+, 4+, 5+. And Trey doesn't really get a lot of his shit. Like he does get catch and shoot, he does get pull-ups, but he gets a lot of catch and shoot as well. So my fault. I might run this right now. Let's do a little more diving into each of their threes. Trey Johnson will pull from anywhere. Minutes are definitely, I would say, up in the starting role. I think he plays like 25 or more tonight. 25 or more feels safe. They're the 30th ranked team versus spot up. $16th versus catch and shoot. You're loving Demon PA? Yeah, I like Demon and I like Johnson in this game. Trey Johnson and Igor Demon are my two favorite looks. Yeah, they are awful versus spot up. Defensively just awful in every metric imaginable. B Water, my friend, and M Knight, appreciate y'all tapping in this morning. Appreciate y'all for liking and retweeting the shit. I appreciate y'all. Hey, I'm running Demon and I'm running Trey. I think I'm gonna run Demon points and Trey threes. Although I don't hate the PAs. CW and Torius, appreciate you tapping in, bro. Appreciate the likes. I think he like very easily could give us a 20 ball tonight. No Cam Thomas, no Michael Porter Jr. They're going to need bro to chuck. Only 20 minutes in this game. I wonder if it was a massive blowout. He only had 4 field goal attempts, too. 18 in the one prior. My fault, y'all. I know I'm taking a long time on this. I just don't know which way I want to attack it. I will say PAs have gone up a lot more than points did this morning, which makes sense. Points went up about 2 points. PAs went up about 3. Okay, that makes sense. All right. I'm going to come back to Demon because I think I'm just going to make that a parlay. I think I'm going to parlay these two. I'm going to move on to the next game. Trying to keep it quick. We'll come back to that at the end. I think I'm just going to run a parlay, especially if DraftKings has some kind of If DraftKings or FanDuel have a parlay boost for today, I'm probably taking both of their threes and laddering it. This is another very interesting look. I know his minutes have been crazy because he's been injured, or not even injured, sick. So his first game back, he played 17. He was playing like some high 20s, almost 30, but his minutes scare me. But he's back in New York. These are playoff games, so you're going to expect less. I think he chucks tonight. I don't know what his minutes are, but KCP's threes look cool. Chew, what's good, bro? What's good, bro?
What's up?
Not much, man. Not much. Justo, appreciate you tapping in, bro. Yeah, I lean over Porzingis here. Towns was downgraded, but before Towns was downgraded, I was really looking at his points as well. I don't think he goes now, but he has cooked them, in years past. So I liked that look before he was downgraded. Mitch is also a game time decision, so I guess I forget the dude's name. Yeah, Diawara. I was gonna say it's not Yabusele. Yeah, they could start Diawara at the 5. They might be down bad here tonight. Is Brunson's line still 29.5? If so, I feel like I've got to bet that.
So Derek Queen and Sadiq Bey are out, and Trey Murphy is questionable.
I saw that, bro. I saw that. That New Orleans game might just be real ugly. I bet Zion's line was already 24.5. Pardon me.
I'm on Robert Williams, so it really doesn't affect me, I guess. So
I do love the Trey Young assists over or the double-double. I really like both of those. Hold on here. I am shopping FanDuel Brunson 30 plus because if it's like minus 125, I'm running this. Brunson 30 balls minus 128. That's really not that bad. I would still run that. I think I can play a 118 at Rivers, but the 128 there is not bad. Let me go check DraftKings alts as well. I'm probably running this. They're at 130. What did I say FanDuel was at? 128. Yeah, those are going to probably be the best three. Let me check Rivers again. Are they closed right now? Maybe that's why it looks like it's a better price on screen because they might be closed. I would even track, I think, versus the 130. Okay, there's a couple books still closed on Brunson, but I'm gonna be on the 30 plus points. I'm gonna be on the 30 plus points. Trey Young, 20.5 points. I actually do like it was 8.5. Yeah. I mean, even I'm willing to lay that juice. Let's go shop around. Is everywhere 9.5 now? Eight and a half, 146 at Rivers. He has absolutely cooked them before. Do I want to lay at 146? I don't know. Do I want to just bet the Trey Young double-double and keep it pushing? What did he have in the last matchup? 9? No, he had 10. He didn't get there with the points. That's hilarious. We've got a plus 120 at FanDuel. Lean over Trey Young assists. I could see the double-double being a good play as well. WVU fan, so obviously I got love in my heart for Miles McBride. Lean over his threes. Could absolutely call this college bias, though. Played for WVU. I mean, it looks green last 10. Let me tell you what Atlanta is in terms of threes allowed and in terms of spot up and catch and shoot. Spot up 16, catch and shoot 19, threes allowed 19th. Yeah. I do lean over here at plus 154. Played 25 minutes in the last game. I think you can expect them to play like 24 to 30. I think Hart is still out. Correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, Hart is out. I don't know that Towns makes much of a difference. Let's just go without Hart this season. Small sample, over in 2 or 3. Going back to last year, see, I really don't think we see another game. He only played 18 minutes here. In my opinion, I think because it was first game back, like without Landry, without Hart, I think we see 25 to, without Hart, I don't know, 35 maybe. I know his ceiling is not 48. At least I think I know that. I actually don't know what his ceiling would be here tonight. Okay, I think I'm biased. I'm a little higher than some other data apps, and it's probably because I'm a fan of the kid. So lean over his threes, nothing official there. Jalen Johnson, double-double or triple-double, not mad at either of these. Double-double, obviously, is a lay piece. I think I saw some 220s out there this morning. If you don't think that's value, like you're out of your mind, bro. Just because it's 220 doesn't mean it's not bettable. I think the triple-doubles, he's flirted with this several times. 9 rebounds, 10 assists. You know what I mean? And he's been so close to the triple-double. I think there was plus 383 out there. I think this was plus 333 at MGM this morning when I looked at it. So it's moved a little bit. I do like the Jalen Johnson triple-double look, though. Even with Trae Young. OG banned, so we'll keep it pushing there. Dyson Daniels rebounds. Do we have official Trae Young news? Looks green with or without him. Obviously,
I could look.
See if you got anything. I would want to wait on Trae before I bet that.
No, nothing yet on Trae, but DeAndre Hunter is probable. Dean Wade question.
Okay, good looks. Yeah, the only thing, I'm going to run Brunson 30 plus. I'm just going to let Rivers open up and a couple other books open up, play the best price, but I will be running that. Chew, I've got nothing in Denver versus Cleveland. It's going to get ugly. Do you have anything, or can we keep it pushing?
We could keep pushing. I mean, the only lean I would probably have in that is could probably do Hardaway's threes, or you could take Peyton Watson rebounds. I know it looks bad, but I'm not mistaken. When I looked at Props Madness and I looked at Cleveland's defense, it looked like they were giving it up. So, I mean, 3.5.
You can't even look at Denver's last anything charts because Jokic is out, bro. So, I mean, it's going to change the whole dynamic of the team. Cam Johnson's out. Christian Braun's out. Valanciunas is out. Murray's a game-time decision. So, yep, we're cool, man. We're cool. Hey, Chicago, I know you got something for us here. What are your thoughts in this game?
So so if you don't mind, I'm gonna kind of said what I basically said on Prop Show. I don't know if some of you guys in chat tuned into or not Prop Show, well, social show, but you know what I mean. So if you already heard me say it, then I do apologize if I have to repeat.
Shit, bro, you gotta apologize. I go on that show before I come here. You know what I'm saying?
So I just wanted to say that in this game, you're looking at a couple of narratives and things going on in this game. You got Wendell Carter facing his former team. You got Vukovic facing his former team. And then you also got the brothers going at it, Tyus Jones and Trae Jones. For the people that don't know, they are brothers. They are related. So I changed it up a bit. I know for a while I was going with Ayo Dosunmu, his 1.5 threes. I'm actually still surprised at that. You can still get at plus money. If you do want to take it, go ahead. I know, obviously, with no Giddey, no Kobe, the shot attempts are going to be there for Ayo, but I went ahead and passed on it when I looked at Orlando's stats regarding 3-point attempts, and it looked red and it didn't look good, so I went ahead and skipped it. But again, plus 110 is what it is on Flip. I don't know what it is on other books, so if you guys want to take that, go ahead. But I went ahead and I changed it up, and Trae Jones, he's coming off a game where he shot 100%, and he also had a double-double, 20 points, 10 assists, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. So I went ahead and rolled with Trae. I took his 14.5. I got minus 110 for his points on Flip. So, yeah, that's all I really got in this game. Trae Jones, 14.5 points. And I think I forgot who it was on calling the shots that said it, but I think they said that the Bulls, they gave up a lot of 3-pointers to point guards. So obviously, I know my team best. We love to keep people wide open at the three. It doesn't matter who we're playing. So Jalen Suggs threes could possibly be another look if you're interested in that also. But more of the story, Trey Jones, points, 14.5 from me. That's all I really got. I just wanted to throw in some nuggets in there for the people that didn't know.
Well, we're on the same page, too. I was looking at his PAs instead of his points because, as you just said, he had 10 dimes in the last game. But, yeah, he's going to play – I think he's going to play into the 30s tonight. He only played 27, I think, in the last game. But we've got – right, you said it. No Kobe, no Giddey. In the 3 games this season, 27, 16, and 32. What was this? Did they blow the Pelicans out by like a lot?
I think they only won by like 14.
14, okay. So good win, but nothing crazy. Yeah, you had 32 PAs in that game. I think you make an interesting point. I think double-double is very much alive in this game. Plus 390, that's offshore. 375 at the score, 350 at FanDuel. I like the PAs, but I'm not mad at the double-double either. Chalk Exchange, I seen you just tapped in. You got anything in this one or any of the prior games you wanted to release in the chat?
Oh, is Chalk in here?
Yeah, he just tapped in.
What's going on, guys? This game I'm kind of staying off of, but I'll ride with you in the next couple breakdowns. I'm just trying to get myself reorganized. Got a ton of notes from the previous one, so kind of just want to hone in a little bit and follow, like your breakdowns, like your charts, the visuals and everything, and kind of see what I come up with that might be different from what we just talked about. But I was looking at Bane's assists in this game with Suggs and Banchero both playing, so that was my only look. I know you mentioned the points and assists might be better, but I haven't put that one pen to paper yet.
I haven't bet that one myself either. Let me add Paolo here and Suggs. Jalen Suggs. Oh, yeah, very green. What are the potentials? Converted really well in that one, but these two are nice. What are they in assists allowed per game? I think they're fairly – are they middle of the pack? I thought they were high. 25th. Yeah, no, I don't mind that look at all either. 42, 25, and 24. Line is fairly painted. Yeah, I like Bane. I think I agree with you more on the assist side for Bane as well.
Do you mind if I add something real quick?
Yeah, what you got?
So I don't mean to change the game, but I know I came in kind of late. I know you said that we were more than welcome to give plays in the other games, so I'll just keep it quick. I know you got a schedule and everything. In the other games, I tailed prop on Keldon Johnson, 6.5 rebounds. And then in that Portland Pelicans game, I know Portland has a lengthy injury report, so it's only a 2-game sample size. I went ahead and took Robert Williams over his PR. I believe I got 14.5. And then in that Charlotte game, I went ahead and took Miles Turner threes. The head-to-head looked real good, so I just went ahead and took him for 2.5 threes. I got plus 135 on that, and then I got minus 125 on Robert Williams' PR.
Okay, cool deal. I have some looks in that Charlotte game that's next, so we'll definitely talk about that.
Oh, my bad. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. Before we move on, you have any thoughts on Kevin Huerter today? I know.
So I said this on calling the shots. I looked at his PR. I'm not on it myself, but if anybody wants another look in this game, you could probably look into Kevin Huerter PR. He has been becoming, real important. Obviously we know he comes off the bench, but yeah, if you look at that right there, I know it's only a 3-game sample size, but Kevin Huerter, him, Jalen Smith, they really been contributing to this Bulls offense, and he's been stepping it up lately. So if you want another prop in this game, Kevin Huerter, they call him Red Velvet. That could be a look for you also.
Okay, yeah, PRs do look green. PRs do absolutely look green. All right, I don't have anything official though, so let's move on. I will say Trey Jones PAs is my closest to an official. Charlotte versus Milwaukee. I have a lot of thoughts. First of all, let's get the first one out of the way. I'm probably Do I run his points or his threes? I don't know. 21, 18, 23 in the 3 matchups versus Charlotte this season. 8, 8, and 5 3-point attempts in those 3 games. Really just because what happens is they really try to pack the paint in for Giannis. That's why you saw in Giannis's first matchup versus Charlotte, he had 18 assists. First of all, in the second game, Giannis saw reduced minutes. He's played more every game since his coming back from injury. I spot Giannis in the low 30s, which I think is actually really good for Miles Turner, specifically for his threes. Let me go see if what the market is. I'm probably running this in some capacity. I don't want to touch his rebounds because they're a really good rebounding team. And I know Kalkbrenner's not playing, so Diabate will be the guy who has to step out. That doesn't scare me off of this either. Ooh, Diabate's a game time decision. Who would be the third center? Jeremiah. No, I was going to say he doesn't play there. Who would be the third center? I don't know much about this Hall guy. Do y'all?
No.
Yeah, PJ Hall is from Clemson. He started in the G League this year. He's pretty decent IQ-wise, lacks in athleticism. He can shoot mid-ranges. Not a great rebounder. Good facilitator. I don't think that he poses any defensive threat. He really needed I forget Ian Shefflin, I think his name is, at Clemson, who was his defensive center when he played power forward. Ian did most of the dirty work, the rebounding, the defending, banging with bodies, and a lot of pick and roll for PJ Hall. So he's not exactly a paint presence. He's more of a mobile big, I guess. He'll shoot a 3 every now and then, but as far as like rebounds and like inside points, I don't think you really need to worry about PJ Hall so much. But he might be a name going forward if the Hornets really get out of contention, like out, that they might want to develop him and increase his minutes a little bit.
Okay. Not really worried about him, like you just said, the defensive presence. So I'm going to look at Miles Turner. I want to see how this line has moved. Okay, it's actually came up. I mean, that's a good sign. That's a good sign.
He's only 6'8".
Okay. Yeah, I like Miles Turner points and threes. So this is my thought, Chalk Exchange. If I wait, I can get 11.5, I think. FanDuel's minus 128 to that under. I think I could get like an 11.5, 125 over, and that's what I really want. I'm going to wait on this one because I think I'm getting a better number, but I'm betting Miles Turner points at least, if not his points and threes today. Any thoughts on Lonzo?
You mean LaMelo?
Yeah, you got it.
I wanted to add real quick before you talk about LaMelo that Fast Money Prop was also saying that he loves Bobby Portis. Whenever he plays at home, he tends to do really, really well. And a milestone that I got for y'all is Bobby Portis needs to hit 5 threes to become 8th in Bucks all-time 3-pointers made. So
that's interesting, Chew, because I know the home away was good, but if you also take Taurean Prince off the floor or out of the game, his threes are green as fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's not playing like sub 16 minutes here. Like he's playing 20, so yeah. I like Bobby Portis threes at the current price. 1 second here though. I'm really interested in a LaMelo. I think there's a LaMelo 20 plus out there for a good price, so I gotta look into that.
The Bobby stuff is interesting because of Giannis's minutes lately, playing under 30, and when he's been back, I know he's been super efficient in those minutes, but he's not getting Giannis numbers, and that's not a detriment to him. It's just he's that good. At 33 and 15 and 28 minutes against the Wizards. They did lose that game. I know he's kind of been making statements at the end of games with the dunks and the 3-pointer attempts and trying to fire up his team a little bit to see if they can put something together. So his minutes might increase a little bit tonight. But I wouldn't be surprised if he drops 35 in like 30 minutes.
I'm running LaMelo over 19.5 points minus 115 at DraftKings right now. Yep, I don't have time for a massive write-up, but yeah, I just ran that. I know prop like his threes, but PR and R alone goes crazy versus Charlotte. Let's look into Bobby.
So do you think LaMelo gets 19.5 points without hitting 4 threes?
No.
So if you take his 4 threes, it's plus 126.
Do I think it's possible to happen? Yes, but would I expect it that way? No. Let's go see. There's a fun way to do this here. Let's just say exactly for namesake. Last 20 games. That's attempts because I'm an idiot. 1 second. This is something I used to do back when, damn, I know they used to have this filter. I used to do a lot of 3-point ladders. I haven't done it as much this season because I feel like they've nuked the odds, bro. Like they really have nuked the odds. But I used to do this, like, especially with like Malik Beasley. I would pair like 20 plus and 5+ threes because, so yeah, I mean, it's happened 2 times because we're betting the 19.5. So it's happened 2 times that he's hit 4 threes and not got it. Trey listed out officially. Shout outs Biz. Giannis under rebounds. I do like that versus Charlotte. What's the number?
Well, I just took Trey's double-double too.
We all should be racing to a Nickeil Alexander-Walker under. And then we can bet Giannis is under. Nickeil Alexander-Walker over.
Yeah, they took the entire game off.
Some books did. Ask yourself if Rivers did yet. Ask yourself if Hard Rock did yet. Will you get thrown out? Maybe. That's all right. Get your wife an account. You're right. It's completely off. What about Hard Rock?
I was making a threes lay with Miles McBride, Igor, and I was thinking about putting Bobby Portis on there for 3 threes, and it was coming out pretty nice odds. But Miles McBride just got suspended, so
I was thinking Igor, Trey Johnson 3 threes each, but
wait, who got suspended?
Everyone in the Knicks game, just because that game got pulled off the board. Not suspended, just like pulled off the board. Oh, John, you got a 134 on the Giannis under.
Trey Young's out.
Yeah, Nickeil Alexander-Walker just reopened at 21. I knew I should have just bet that shit this morning. I'm a fucking idiot.
So we're back on Dyson's rebounds?
Maybe. What we are on is Giannis's boards right now. How you doing? Keep it moving.
Take it up to 14.
I'm on the under, actually, brother.
Yeah, I know the Hornets are a really good rebounding team.
Yeah, even without, I mean, if Diabate doesn't play, I might shit my pants, but we're hoping for the best here. Antetokounmpo. Hope I spelled that right. Antetokay. Missed an O. And then I got these backwards. Wow, what a name. All right, yeah, I just ran the honest rebounds under. I think that one kind of speaks for itself. What do you got, Chalk Exchange? My fault.
KPJ double-double?
Yes, all day. Love it. Love the rebounds. Assists over in that one. That is one I wanted to talk about in this game as well. Not mad at, I think his line's 7.5, right?
I just looked at his double-double at plus 200.
I think we got a 7.5 assist line, yes.
6.5 on DraftKings if you want to pay minus 205 for a parlay.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like
That and Jalen Johnson
189 at
double-double.
FanDuel. Yeah, no, I like Kevin Porter Jr. double-double a lot. He had one 2 nights ago versus them. I think he had 11 or 13. He had 11. They're 27th in assists allowed per game. What were his potentials in that one? 16. They converted well. But yeah, I like Kevin Porter Jr. over his assists or the double-double. He was not very aggressive from the field there. So I'd stay off anything like threes or points related, but double-double or assists I do like for KPJ.
And that was when Giannis played 25 minutes.
Yeah, I think he's going to be closer to 30 tonight.
And so do I.
Because every game he's played, he's got slightly more minutes. Bro, if FanDuel would just move on Miles Turner, I would have another bet. Hold on, I owe y'all a couple in the banner too. I ran Giannis's under and LaMelo's over.
I think you jumped off when Queen and Sadiq Bey were rolled out.
Yeah, I saw that as I was switching over.
So I was on Clean's blocks to begin with, just
That's
because
right.
we know where Zion's going to be shooting the ball from. That's in the paint. And without Queen and Bey, I like it even more. The price has gone down from plus 148 to plus 118. I'm still taking it. And his 3 blocks I got at plus 450 is now plus 360. So that's the one I like for the next game while you're updating the banner.
I appreciate that. Yeah, I am going to move on from this game, but I'm not mad at the KPJ rebounds, honestly, bro. I probably would just lean the PRA over. I think you'd be fine there. 32.5. There's 31.5 at some softer outs. Like, yeah, I like Kevin Porter Jr. over everything. Officially ran LaMelo. Nothing for me on Ryan Rollins. Him and KPJ take turns. I lean KPJ today. Giannis under rebounds, ran it officially. Oh, no, I'm lying like hell. We got to talk about Brandon Miller before we move on. I know I bet LaMelo's over, but they've both been going over. I think this is going to be a competitive game. Like, what do you think about Brandon Miller today? Because he's been balling. Storch, I do like 20 plus. If you got that at a decent price, just run it. Don't even just run it. Do it. We'll talk about it later. Hit it.
Yeah, absolutely. Bet that right now.
Hit it.
Brandon Miller over, especially with Miles Bridges in the lineup. That guy that hasn't seen a shot he doesn't like on or off the court. But I like Brandon Miller's over. I think once he's one of those like microwave guys where he gets hot for a couple games. So you just have to ride it out until he lets you down.
Do we have any Miles Bridges news? Is he out?
I saw he was probable. That could have changed.
Okay. Now, Carl Quinter's for sure out, right?
Yeah. But I even sorted, Brandon Miller without Miles Bridges. Last 10, it's 100% this season. I mean, he scored 33 against Golden State when he was out. And that was even going 3 of 12 from 3. He took 29 shots without him. With him, let's check that out. I'm sorry, I did that backwards. With him, it gets a little bit dicier, but if he's hobbled, then I don't know how aggressive Miles Bridges is going to be. I'm not the biggest Miles Bridges fan to begin with, so I might be a little biased. But I definitely like Brandon Miller to keep shooting.
I want to see 17 to 22 field goal attempts on the season. Maybe 25. Man, this is really where I see him. 25 might be a little aggressive, but he had 22 in back-to-back head-to-head versus these two. Damn, I really like – I know I'm already on LaMelo, but, I mean, how many games, have they both just crushed this number? You see what I mean? LaMelo's number is still ridiculously low. I just played it at 20 plus. Oh, let me add Nod out of banner. If we just added Nod, then yeah, we run that. how Brandon Miller do I run it? And then here's the thing. This is gonna fuck me up, Chalk Exchange. How do I not bet this? What do I do? Do I walk away? What do I do? How do I not bet this? And to put it into retrospect for you, bro, I gotta be up 5, 6, 7 units on this. And I don't even bet rookies, and he's paying me. I don't know what to do.
I took the 3 minus 180 as a parlay piece with Jalen Johnson double-double and Luka double-double. So if you're going to bet Con, the 3 is a very reasonable lay piece. I don't know if the numbers changed.
I think that's smart, bro. I think if I want to bet those other 2 guys, like I think they both are great lay pieces. Like the more I think about it, if I could get Brandon Miller at like 18 on DraftKings with something else, I think that's the way you do it. Yeah. All right. That's it for me in this game. Nothing official. I gave you all those 2 leans. Con Kneppel, Brandon Miller for sure. Anything from you, or were you good to move?
We're good to move on this one.
Portland Pelicans, you kind of already spoke your piece, right?
I did. That's all I got.
Is Zion still 24.5?
Probably not.
25.5, it's not bad. I do lean over Zion here. He's been super aggressive. I think his minutes will continue to trend. Like he might crack the low 30s tonight, especially if the game does stay competitive. Also, like Poole, this number's definitely moved because it was 15.5 when I looked at it this morning. Who all was out? Was Bay out or now just questionable?
Bay's ruled out. Murphy's questionable. Queen's out. Jeremy Grant's out. I think that's the only notable key rotation pieces or key starters, I should say. And then pull it up.
You know that Threesley I was talking about?
Oh, and Herb Jones.
Yeah, you know that Threesley I was talking about?
You thinking about Jordan Poole?
Yeah, Poole, Igor, Trey Johnson, each to give me 3. I might bet that today.
You want to put Miles McBride on there?
Miles McBride. Oh, he's from WVU, bro. That don't take no convincing. Shit, he's on the slit. That don't take nothing.
All right, let's see. Trey Johnson. I mean, even if we're doing a Threesley like that, that's kind of where you insert Con, NAW. Let me see what I can cook up real quick.
Yeah, I would be good with Con and Null too. I really like both of theirs. Let's go look at Null without Trey.
That's his whole season so far.
Seriously.
Uh, 57% hit rate without Trey this year on his over 2.5 threes.
Yeah, if you filter to 30+ minutes, which I think that this game will be competitive, especially if Towns is out. And even with Mitch, I think it can stay competitive. 7 to the last 10 if you filter down to that.
Can you pull up Vit real quick? Is he on that research?
That's a good call. Let me go check Vit. How do you say his last name? Kacheki?
Krejci?
Krejci? Okay. Are there even lines up for Vit yet?
No, this game is a mess right now.
Yeah, I've got no lines for him.
No, his threes are suspended on FanDuel right now, which is I use FanDuel. I don't always bet on FanDuel, but I use FanDuel because I love the interface. And when I'm looking at odds and building things out, then I'll go to another book if I like the way it looks. So I don't want anybody to think that FanDuel is the end all be all. But that's the only browser I have open when I'm looking.
I think they're the best source of truth. I mean, when I'm betting something, I do my own numbers, so I originate. But then from there, I'm always trying to beat FanDuel.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So exactly.
And I think
all
you
right.
beat FanDuel and the role players especially.
Exactly. Or star unders. You guys see it. I play a lot more unders than most people do.
The PRAs especially.
Yes, bro.
ridiculous.
Because they'll I don't know why, but like if the line's 25 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists, a lot of times you'll see that PRA be 37.5.
Right.
And it's like, all right, thanks for the free point and a half. Like, I'm taking it. What about Denny Odve? You got any Denny Odve love in this game?
I kind of losing faith in him a little bit.
Yeah, Sharp's taken a lot more shots recently. Like, he's been putting up 20 shot performances.
If he can shoot a 3-ball anytime soon, he needs to be the premier scorer on that team. If he's not already.
He's shot it better recently, but really struggled early season. You talking about Sharp or Denny?
Sharp.
I thought so, yeah. Yeah, because he definitely struggled beginning of the year.
Yeah, he's picked up a little bit. I saw he had a 4-game stretch with 3+, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, 2 games ago. I don't know what his percentages are, but he's in the Jordan Poole class of just chucking off the bench.
Did they move him to the starting lineup?
I think they did.
I think they did as well.
They have so many injuries that they just need to find offense, and kind of why his line's been bumping up, like we talked about. There were 17 and a half and 19 and a half like a month ago, and now it's up to 25 and a half for him. He's had games where he's shot 32 times before this season. 24, 25, 22, 21, 23. So, I mean, he's the last, 10 games or so, which I guess correlates with the Jeremy Grant injury, has been 18 plus, with the exception of last game where he had 17. So if you want to look at his numbers for points, if you can filter field goal attempts to 18, I mean, honestly, tonight I think it's closer to like 22.
This Denny or Sharp? My fault.
Sharp.
Okay, my fault.
I
think he's shooting 20 times tonight. But yeah, 18's a nice conservative approach.
I think the line's exactly where it needs to be. But if you do bet him, I wouldn't be mad at you just taking the 30 for plus money.
I agree. What do you think about Denny's assists? I think this actually is pretty interesting. No Jeremy Grant, no Drew Holiday.
So let's check this out real quick. What's the line that you're seeing? 8.5?
Yeah. This one's interesting.
They have his double at minus 140.
I know that, to me, tells me the assists are green too, bro. Like when I saw the double price, I'm like, all right.
Right. I think I would like the rebounds and assists at 16.5 at minus 114 more than the assist itself. Because they don't have Queen, they don't have Bay. It's me Zion going to the rack against Clinging. And Poole shooting whatever he wants. Sharp shooting whatever he wants. You have two high volume, not very efficient shooters on both teams. And then if he crashes, he's listed as a point guard, but he's huge. He's like 6'10". I kind of like the points and rebounds more than the assist.
Honestly, listening.
I'm sorry, the rebounds and assists more than assists.
Listening to you talk through it, I think you just talked me onto the PRAs. I lean over. I think he's going to get there in a similar concept to what you said with I think
you like that 43.5.
I think he's going to be at 17 field goal attempts tonight. Like, that's where I put him. Charts don't look good. I don't know. You know what? This is a little bit too high on the points. Let's go.
43.5 is a lot.
Yeah.
And they're putting Sharp's number at 25.5. I don't know about the points myself.
What are
Head to head doesn't look great, but that's completely different teams.
Okay, I was going to ask, was there one matchup this year head to head or no? They had 32. Okay, so he had 32 and then he had 16. So he dominated and he sucked. I'm cool off of Denny completely, y'all. I'm not mad at anything that y'all bet over-wise, but I'm cool off of Denny completely myself.
Yeah, if I had to pick, it'd be rebounds and assists, but I don't trust the dude.
If I had to bet anything in this game, I think it would be Jordan Poole 3+ threes.
Hate that I'm gonna get there with you.
And there's a lot better price than 146, 110, 125. I don't like it at 146, but yeah, that'd be about it for me in this one. Let's move on to Sacramento versus Phoenix. I got a look I like that I'm not gonna bet. Just let it update. Oh, wrong person. I'm not going to bet it, but this under looks free. He had 25 PAs in the last matchup versus them this season, 34 in the one prior. That was opening night. So, 25 in 39 minutes, though. Like, yes, I love Denim over everything. I think I'm leaning more threes, but I do like the points as well. I'm probably going to run him and Trey Johnson in a threes leg. Yeah, Booker's PA under is a lean for me. I'm probably not running it, but
what happened last time you bet Booker under points?
Yeah, he had 0. I will say I didn't release this, but I know better. So I bet over 21.5 at the end of the first quarter.
Okay.
Because I've seen it too many times, bro. I was either middling that bitch or losing juice. There was no riding that play out, bro. I've just seen it too many times.
Listen, you bring up a great point too on stars and how they have inflated numbers. So if you are watching a game and you do see a Booker or a Mitchell or one of those guys have like 2 or 3 points at the end of the first quarter, their live line is going to be super hittable because they're still getting up their 25 shots. So if you are live better, look for those stars that have been struggling in the first quarter.
Not only
especially
that,
if their looks are good.
Exactly. That's the super important part. If they're like 1 for 5, 1 for 6, and they've got good looks, but you're getting like a 4 or 5 point reduced number, I love betting that shit.
Yep.
Yeah, agree with you there completely.
Like a Cade. Cade's a big one. Because he's mostly driving. He does put up a couple threes, but that's fine. But there's been first quarters where he's gotten 6 assists and like 2 points. And his number will be down to like 19.5, 20.5, and he'll end the game with like 32.
So we're talking about the guy, bro. You want to talk about feeding families? This man last year, I'll give it out now because it's dead. His line would always be about 21, 22.5, right? But he never did fuck in the first quarter, bro. It was law in my Discord. We would wait till DeMar's first quarter ended. He would have about 4 usually. His line would go from 22 to 18. We'd smack the over, and he'd finish with 24. Like, it was a money printer last season. Did you ever do anything with playback?
I don't know what playback is, so no.
Okay, so they were hella cool. You could go, you could stream games live, and you would get 20 free passes to give out to your followers.
Okay.
Bro, we would all watch the game live, wait for that first quarter to end. I'd say go. We would smack DeMar's over. It was a good time to be alive. But they just went out of business, so that sucks. But yeah, that was money last season, not this season, last season. I've heard you talk about Reynard a few times. Any thoughts tonight?
Yeah, I like the guy going up against him. Mark Williams, double-double.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Reynard's cool. He's cashed a lot. But I don't love the matchup tonight. I'll pull up Reynard real quick.
He had a double-double in the last matchup in 29 minutes.
Yeah, I had him on a slip last night just for his 8 rebounds, and he got 8. Reynard, that is. But that was, I bet him against the Clippers without Zubac. I bet him against the Lakers because they're just trash as a whole. I didn't bet him against Dallas because I think that AD played that game. There's something that took me off Reynard on that game, whether it was AD or Flag or PJ Washington. And then I took him against Portland on the back-to-back. So his rebounds have been really good to me. I don't like him tonight.
Fair enough. Let me see. Going through here. Outside of the Booker PAs, that was about my only look. I know Sacramento gives up some threes. You like anything else in tonight's game?
Gillespie's cool. 14.5. I like that. I'm off Goodwin, just because he let me down.
Yep.
It's not because of the matchup. It's not because of anything else. He just let me down, and I'm gonna let it breathe for a night before I get back on.
So Gillespie is Grayson Allen dependent, right? Do we have news?
I don't see him in.
Because it's 100% without him. It's
right.
Crazy.
I thought I saw him questionable this morning when.
Oh, he's definitely questionable. For sure questionable.
Yeah, they released his line or his status earlier, so it's a late game, so you can wait. And if he doesn't go, then obviously you're gonna get a worse line, but
he was present at shoot around Grayson Allen.
That's why this line is what it is.
Okay.
RAs for DeMar. That, you know what? I have cashed on this a few times myself. That's a good look. We can remove this. Yeah, I have cashed on this line quite a few times myself. Oh, Levine could be back today. I was not aware.
Did not know that.
I did not either. Yeah, bro, I would wait on the Levine news. It's going to take the ball out of his hands a little bit. So I would wait on – let me check. Let me see. I didn't know that, so let me see what I can find on that.
That means I'm still taking Mark Williams double-double.
Oh, yeah, that wouldn't affect that at all.
No. The Levine's going to shoot his shots. He gets cold from 3.
Trae Young was out. We've got that. Okay, yet to submit, but could be returning. That's a tricky one. I'm going to wait on the lineups before I bet anything on that Sacramento side of the ball. Do I like Booker's PA more with Grayson? I don't know the answer to that. I like him less. And it almost kind of makes sense, doesn't it? Especially on the assist side of things. I'm glad I haven't bet that yet. I'm cool off of that. Yeah, I'm good to move on to the next game. What about y'all?
Yep.
This was my look in this game. You brought up a good point in the other spaces we were in this morning, but this line's definitely moved my way. With no Draymond, does it affect the defensive scheme? I'm of the belief not so much. But I guess you could wait and see. But yeah, I mean, if you have a Hard Rock and can get this 110, run that shit. 120 at Bovada, 121 at Pinnacle. 135 is probably where I would stop on this line. I think I'll have it in a lay tonight. Because I actually like him up to 3. I actually like him up to 3 tonight. I think he shoots at least 6 attempts. I think his ceiling somewhere around 9. So if we just let's even go 5 to 9, be a little more conservative here. 5 to 9. It's a minus 145, but we're playing it at plus 275. I'm sorry, it's a 45% hit rate. We're playing it at plus 275 if we get the volume I'm expecting there. So do lean over the 3s there for Shea. Probably have it more as a lay piece myself. Reduce the risk. Steph has struggled, but I will say the last game this season, he only played 20 minutes. So if you look last season, he had 36, 34. I guess this was 2 seasons ago. Do you have any Steph Curry thoughts at 25.5?
I don't really like betting props against OKC.
Bro, I feel it. I feel it. What about on the OKC side? You like anything there?
I was looking at Jalen Williams rebounds.
J-Dub or Jalen the Big?
J-Dub, 5.5. I like that. No Draymond. Quentin Post is out there. There's Moody. A couple guys that shoot threes. I don't really know if there's anybody worth really defending on ball as much for Jalen Williams, so I think he can sag off. I guess Butler, right? That would be his matchup.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm kind of cool in this game.
I am too. I think his RAs might actually be reasonable, though. Not something I'm betting, but I liked his assists. You said his rebounds. Now I'm thinking about it. Like RAs might be good there. Not something I'm officially running, but might be a decent look. Yeah, I'm cool off this game, bro. Shea's threes is really like what I looked at here. I think Chet could have a good game if the game stays competitive. Head-to-head over in 5 of 7, 21 and 23 in the last 2 this season.
No Hart, right?
No Hardenstein, yeah. But didn't Draymond guard him and let him shoot from the perimeter in the matchup last game? Could be a totally different scheme for Chet actually in this one defensively. I think he obviously would be more impacted than Shea from the perimeter. So yeah, I might second guess that.
Yeah, I'm not gonna force myself to look at something in this game. Everything I looked at has just been disgusting.
Let's move on to the last one. Memphis versus Lakers. I'm a Lakers fan. What's the spread in this game?
I have it at 4.
Lakers are 4-point favorites at home. I have something, might be biased, might be ugly. Jaws PAs versus JJ Redick do not look good versus JJ Redick's scheme. I know he's coming off of a 40 ball, so everybody's going to be like, how could you bet his under? And let me tell you, he looked amazing versus Philly. He did. It's a different team, different scheme. Lean under the job PAs. Haven't ran it officially. That's probably my favorite look. I will say Luka cooked the shit out of him last time these two teams saw each other. Reeves played, but LeBron didn't. I think he had like 44. 50. He had a 50 ball.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm sorry. That was his PAs. I think I was right. Yeah, 44 points, 50 PAs, and 6 threes versus Memphis. Now, Memphis had a different – if you remember, Edey started, who was much worse in the pick and roll. Now they're starting Santee 4, Jaren Jackson Jr. 5, right?
Yeah. So
it's different. Obviously, a better perimeter pick and roll defender. Edey was great on the interior, but it's different for both of these teams in this game. I will say the Lakers do have their good interior defender of Ayton tonight. I don't think he's on the injury report, but let me confirm. No, we've got Wells on the Memphis side, Caldwell Pope on the Memphis side, and Jared Vanderbilt on the Lakers side, who they don't really give any run anyways. I might just run this bitch right now.
So against Philly, Memphis started Koloko at center.
That's right.
He played 20 minutes, uses 5 fouls against Embiid, and then Santee played 36 off the bench. So for all intents and purposes, Santee is playing 36 minutes.
Right.
If you think it matters if he's starting or not, that's really your call. I kind of think that Jock Landale has a nice little matchup here. against the Lakers' second unit. But
Jackson Hayes.
Yeah, I don't. Jackson Hayes is alley-oop merchant.
Yes.
But Jock can take him out of the paint, and I think that Jock can hit his threes. The one thing I liked here was Ja's steals against the Lakers.
Yeah, they turn the ball over. That is.
They do turn the ball over. His one steal is probably a parlay piece. It's like minus 170. So if you want to go one, I don't blame you there. Two is like plus 260 or something like that.
Plus 290, I'm seeing.
Plus 290 you can get even.
Yeah.
So if you like, clean 3 blocks and jaw 2 steals, it's like a little defensive lay. If you have, the the bankroll to bet on those things on a Friday night. But what I want to point out was Luka on Friday nights. Look at his points, look at his matchup, and look at his alt overs.
I think you can only do the Friday on the app.
All right, well, let me pull it up and I can just read it off to you. Luka points, filters, Friday this season. Over under is 34.5.
Yep.
So 3 out of 4 games this season has gone 49, 44, 24 against the Pelicans, and then 35 against Dallas. That 49 and 44 is probably closer to what you're looking at tonight against the Grizzlies without Reeves. So I wouldn't be mad at anything Luka tonight. Could even probably take his like 6 threes or something like that if you want to get crazy. It's the late night slate, so look at how you do during the early games. If you want to get disgusting with it, just bet Luka.
Yeah, as a Laker fan, that's usually like your get out of the. If you're having a bad night, let's just bet some Luka overs and get back to even.
That's it.
You said John said let's go 24 plus minutes for Smart. I've made some money on Smart's boards this year as well.
I like that look a lot.
Oh, didn't he have a little stint in Memphis right after Boston?
$25 minutes is 70%, 77% this year.
I think like 20 is like locked. 20 minutes is locked in there. Still at 65, 80 your last 10. I just saw it. Total rebounds. Yeah, I think I'm going to run the minus 120, John. Give me 1 second here. You make a good point. I'm probably going to run this. I ran his PRs not too long ago. I think the line was 17 and a half. I was expecting him to go for like 15-3 or 15-4. He had 18 points, 1 rebound, I think. Let me see.
Do we like his threes tonight?
Let's go no Reeves. Oh, and there's no Rui. So yeah, his
no
minutes.
Reeves, no Rui, no Gabe. And there's probably like 1 game sample size.
2 games.
Yeah.
Volume of 9 versus the Clippers, though. So that's incredible. 3 and the other one's not bad. I'm more of a volume guy. Like if you go 1 for 9, like I'll still bet you. Like that was.
At the end of the day, we're just betting opportunities when we're gambling on NBA.
Exactly. Betting opportunities is the perfect way to say it.
Did you mention Chris Sapp's threes today?
I did. We talked about it. I didn't bet it, but I don't know what his minutes will be, bro. He's dealing with that weird ass injury thing. So
yeah, I'm sticking with the over 1.5. That's probably where I'll cap that. I don't even like his points.
John, I really like the Marcus Smart rebounds. I really like that. Continue to go through the slate. 8 and nothing. Jaren Jackson Jr. nothing. Every time I bet his under, he goes over. So Not touching that. Ja Morant, I really like the points under. Maybe I'm a Lakers fan there. Braun. I might sound like a hater, but I kind of like Braun's PA under as well. And I'm a Lakers fan.
If I'm betting Ja, I'm betting his assist over.
Made a lot of money on Ja assists over this year.
I'm seeing 7.5 minus 151. Never mind.
Yeah, 8.5 plus money. You could go like 7 plus in a lay though.
I'd rather go double in a lay.
True, I feel you. I'm the same way. We have to talk about Cedric Coward, and then we'll get out of here. You know, coming off the big game, you have any thoughts?
You looking at his rebounds?
Everything.
His assists.
Super plus money. Yeah, just any thoughts. You know, he's coming off of a big game. He's had spurts this season where he's looked really good. So, yeah, just what are your thoughts there, if any, on Cedric Coward?
I don't have any strong feelings that aren't kind of Luka and Ja steals in this one.
No, that sounds good.
Jalen Wells is questionable.
Right.
KCP questionable. And, I mean, the entire second unit plus Zach Edey's out. Let's see. Jake LaRavia? He was with Memphis. Am I wrong there?
Minnesota. I think. I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure it went Minnesota to LA, but I could be wrong.
Yeah. No, it was Memphis, Sacramento, LA.
Okay, I was wrong. I have no clue what I was thinking of.
Jake LaRavia is kind of interesting. Now we're just getting into depths.
Seriously.
Yeah. Jake LaRavia, maybe 10 points.
You were talking about getting into the depths. As a Lakers fan, I just feel like Cam Spencer's going to smoke us tonight.
You know what? I'm kind of liking that. Am I seeing his lines at 10.5? Is that right?
That's what I have. 10.5 points. Yeah.
What?
I know.
Hold on.
I know.
What's his points and assists? 15.5? Nah, it's maybe
16.5 I'm seeing. Which I will say, I took him in a DFS lineup a couple days ago, and he had a good bit of assists, but just didn't really shoot the ball in the second half. I think it was versus Washington. 7 assists, only 8 points.
the Lakers team is so bad that you just don't know who's going to pop against them.
He reminds me of Colin Gillespie going off first. That's what it reminds me of.
I don't think Santi is a bad look. Santi just had a double-double against them when they had Rui in the lineup and Reeves. No, I'm sorry, no double-double. He didn't get his points, but he did have 10 boards. Shot 12 times.
And I think he plays more minutes than he did in that game. He played 26 minutes in that game. I think he's closer to 30 tonight.
Santi's double-double was plus 340. Yeah. I'm betting Santi double-double plus 340.
I don't mind that look at all, bro. Yeah, I definitely can see the 10. I actually think that's a better bet than the 7.5. Like, just take it.
Yeah, I mean, if we're betting the opportunities, I'd rather just take the latter spot than hoping for 8, especially when you factor in the prices of what you're getting. Rebounds. He's had his chances. I'm kind of going to disregard that 21 chances against Washington. 11, 21, 13, 17, 17. Like another Washington game, 17 chances. And then Utah, 18. Let's filter his minutes. Let's go 35. Let's start with 30 minutes first. 30 minutes. Rebounds. These damn Washington games, man. Skewing everything. Yeah, nah, never mind. Never mind on the Santy. But I wouldn't be surprised.
We had a request. LeBron RA. Jimmy Butler downgraded also. Damn. Kaminga might actually play. LeBron's RAs actually do look like a good under spot. What is Memphis in pace? Are they still like top 5?
So no Jimmy, no Draymond.
Yep, no Jimmy, no Dre. Yep.
I'm completely off that OKC Golden State game now.
I feel like they're gonna fucking sit Steph before the end of the night.
Do we just get ahead of it and bet pods?
Nah, he's trash. You'll
He is
close
trash,
well
but
and
someone's got to
still
shoot,
lose.
man.
Yeah, you could bet it now and try to middle it. I don't trust him. Yeah, I'm not mad at the Braun RA look under. I'm not really mad at it. Like, might be on my card before the end of the night. Like Chalk said, let's see how we do through 7 o'clock. As a Lakers fan, I've got nothing official in this game, man. Definitely could have something late added for sure, but as of right now, like, yes, Luka could go crazy. I do kind of like the LeBron RAs under. I hope Ayton plays well, and I hope Jaren Jackson PRs go under. I don't have faith in either. Actually, that John Morant points and PAs under is calling my name. See, here's the thing though. Like, is the coach going to let him play like high 30s or mid 30s? I still lean under. I really do. I still lean under. But yeah, no, that's it for me. That's it for me.
Do we have IJ alone?
I do really like it. I might add it. I'm a end stream here, but I might add it to my card. I think you're in the court, so if I do, you'll see it. I wouldn't talk you off of it though.
If this game's gonna get out of hand, Isaiah Joe threes need to be bet. That's all I'll say about the Golden State Warriors game against OKC.
Yes, it does. Very green in wins of 10 or more. Yep. Stort said Santee double-double is plus 400 at MGM if you have it, by the way.
Yeah, I talked myself into it and out of it so quick.
I feel it. All right, y'all. I am going to wrap up the stream. We're an hour and 30 deep. Was a massive slate. I appreciate everyone that tapped in today. 4 official plays from me and then Chalk. If you have anything official you want to drop, feel free. For me, De'Aaron Fox over 24.5 points. LaMelo Ball 20-plus points. Nickeil Alexander-Walker 20-plus points. And Giannis Antetokounmpo under 10.5 rebounds. Chalk, you got anything official?
Check my timeline. I'll be posting in a list. We talk about so much that I have a bunch of notes here, and I kind of want to bring it down to what's actually pen to paper instead of what you hear. And I'll get a parlay out as well on the timeline.
Yes, sir. All right. I appreciate y'all boys for tapping in. Best of luck tonight. I'll catch y'all tomorrow. Until then, man, let's go.